Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. How you guys all doing today? Um, oh man, the wrong trigger maybe. That might help. Ah, yes. So we are back once again on PV Canyon Crossing. How you doing there, not so grumpy? Uh, dang, I can't talk today. Mr. Grits fan and Mr. Russian. How you guys doing, and everybody else out there looking? So today we're kind of just gonna be carrying on as normal. Um, I've got some contracts underway. There we go. So that trigger right there we need for the mustard. But we do have Fact Sheet Friday back once again. We'll get into that in just a little while. So, yep, a little bit to look into there. Hey, Juno, how you doing? Welcome back in. So, yeah, it is that time of the year again, I guess. And yeah, so I've currently got, well, a whole load of contracts underway because I've got a little bit of time to spare. I've got all my fields harvested, which is great. Got one field just to get the straw picked up on. I think there's just one field left. Mr. Jers, how are you doing? Thank you very much for that sound alert, much appreciated. Now, I want to say a big, huge thank you to obviously Mr. Jers 53 UK because he was my very first follower over here on Twitch. So as a thank you, it's not much, but I did give you VIP role in the channel. So yeah, thank you very much for that. Right, so I'm not going to need this for the minute. This truck and trailer has just caused nothing but issues with auto drive. So the funny thing is, it actually filled up both hoppers, but for some strange reason, it just kept getting in the way. So I'm just going to park it up by the vehicle shop for the minute. Out of the way, I have set up one of my other tractors and trailers just to finish off the contract. So yeah, you're very welcome. But yeah, much appreciated. So yeah, so we've got a few things going on. So I think I would just park you here for now. Obviously, once the contract's done, that'll disappear. So I'm not no big deal. Right, let's come over here. Right, so that one is finished. So we can collect that one. So currently I've got fields 2, 11, 16 and 19 currently being worked on. Obviously this one is, I actually started this one the other day, it's still going and it's sort of bonkers, but harvesting wise it is finished, just need to get the products moved. And how you doing there, Carolyn? Yes, I am live. I know that Mr. Darius Frost will be jumping over in just a minute with his views, so I'm going to hold off before I start going through the fact sheets. Once he's here, because I've got him on a little screen there showing that he's about to come over. Yeah, we'll get into it and see what's going on. So yeah, so this one is almost finished. Obviously I started field 11, which is currently still being worked on. A little bit more left to go there. Field 16 and 19 are being worked on at the minute. 25 is now finished. So I can probably do away with this for the minute. I'm going to actually delete that because I don't really need that for the minute. Now I am thinking, now I've seen a contract for field 27. Now the crop is still grown. It's actually harvest ready on 27. One of my pet peeves is where contracts miss a certain stage, so the harvesting side, and go straight to ploughing. I really don't like that much, so I'm actually going to temporarily purchase this field
Thanks
and
for the
field flip it.
raid.
Mr. Darius Frost raiding with a party of 89. Holy smokes, welcoming everyone. How you doing there, KW? If you guys are not following Mr. Darius Frost, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. How you doing, Farming Trucker? And thank you, Mr. Frost. How was your stream?
Other than you lurking throughout, so you know how it went. It was pretty good.
Yeah, with those figures, yeah, I'm not surprised. But yeah, much appreciated. I sent you a little something in Discord. It's very
I did
similar, if
see
not
that. Yep.
identical, to the fence you're on about. So I thought I'd just mention that before you waste any time. But yeah, obviously you can always add it in if you need be. Right then, so
Yeah,
obviously,
just like stuff like that. You see it and you're like, that could make a nice decoration.
yeah,
Where can I find it?
exactly. But yeah, I knew I had it
And
because I've got it. I've actually got it in my save game at the minute, so I knew there was one out there very similar, if not identical to that. So I thought, hang on a minute, let me see if I can find it. It took me a little while to find it, but yeah, got it there. So there's that. Obviously, Mr. Darius has got one, and we'll give
yep, that's
Mr. Farming Trucker.
you're right on that. It's just about
And
identical.
yeah, there we go. So if you guys are not following, obviously Darius Frost, Mr. No Names, T102, or Farming Trucker, make sure to click on the links, give them a follow. Now, I know I've got it placed somewhere. Where was it? Tobacco Factory. Just to show it off, actually. Right here. So that's actually the fence and gate that I used around the Tobacco Factory here. So you can actually see it in game. So yeah, it's pretty much identical to what Mr. Green Thumb's using. So yeah,
Yep, that is pretty
and you
close.
get the like a double gate, a single gate. I think you get a sliding gate as well with it, and so yeah, obviously save you a bit of time. But yeah, I do like this tobacco factory. I'm hoping it's going to be coming back in 25, maybe with an update with an interior, something we'll see. But you're very welcome, guys. You're very welcome. So now that Mr. Darius Frost is over here, so we do have fact sheets to quickly run over. Obviously, we're going to be doing it here, and I know Mr. Dave is probably going to be covering it in his stream. Now, obviously, this all the information is up on the Giants or the Farming Simulator website already. If you haven't seen it, the link is right there. But I'm kind of being a little bit semi-posh. Let me just go to the screen, and here we go. Look at this. I'm all posh today. So we do have a few bits of equipment and vehicles to go over today. So first one is let me find the fact sheets. There we go. So the first thing is obviously the Valtra S series. Obviously this is going to be under tractors. Now one thing that's interesting is it doesn't say whether it's going to be a small, medium, or large tractor. I'm guessing the S series is maybe medium, like most of the
Not
higher
for that
ones.
horsepower.
Actually, just out of interest, because I'm pretty sure we got an
That
S
that's
series already, haven't we?
Did you see the 8 minutes of
Valtra.
B-roll footage that they released to the Giants
I've
partners?
seen everything.
All right,
I've seen it
that's
all.
the same Valtra he's driving in the beginning of that
Yeah, but he's
eight
very crap
minutes.
at driving as well.
He is, but given the size of it
Valtra.
compared to the car, I would say that's a large series tractor. And the fact it
Hmm.
goes to 420 horsepower, I would say that fits nice and snug in the large size.
Yeah, it's sort of going to be the high end of medium bottom of the large tractors. That's one thing that I did notice is they haven't actually stated whether what size tractors are going to be in any of them. So we'll have to wait and see with that one. But yeah, I think currently the Q series is the biggest one we've got in 22, which goes up to 305 horsepower. So yeah, so this is like the bigger brother to that. How you doing there, Kushi? Welcome in. Thank you very much for that 3 stream streak. And Mr. Turtle Speed, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, back to the factory. So obviously, Valtra S series 200 and oh, it's a little bit blurry. Let me bring the thing up. Let's see, 254,500 to buy it. Obviously, engine wise, you got 280 to 420 horsepower. So yeah, definitely up in the higher range. Variable gearbox holds 610 liters of fuel. Thank you, no names for deafening me. Much appreciated for the pipe falling. That didn't help at all. I'm hoping it's coming through to you guys on the stream because I haven't got it up at the minute. Um, where were we? So yeah, driving speed is 50 kilometers per hour, 31 miles per hour, and obviously weight-wise, it's 11.9 tons. So, good sized tractor, that's for sure. Obviously, they're doubling this one up with the Brentner TR 34090 forward slash 2 PT Plus trailer. Obviously, this is going to cost you 65,500 to buy it. Capacity wise, this will, depending on what configuration you go for, is 30,000 or 30 to 46 cubic, square cubic. I can never remember. We'll do it in liters because I know liters. So it's 30,000 liters to 46,000 liters, depending on your capacities and such. Extensions. So, and obviously weight wise, 11.2 tons. Now, obviously, this is set up to bulk, and I know Mr. Darius covered this earlier on. A little bit, obviously, with regards to the fill types. Let me bring this up. So this is actually taking a little picture of the fill types for that trailer. So obviously it's set to bulk, so you're getting all the usual crops that's already in the game. Plus obviously you got the millet in there, which is next just before the sunflower. Obviously you got your root crops from the premium DLC. Obviously the rice is there, the rice, the long grain, and then obviously you got your two question marks. Now obviously yesterday on the Farm Sim Guys YouTube video that he put out, peas have been sort of semi-confirmed as coming to FS25. So that's one. So there's at least one more product in there. Now, I was kind of looking at them, and obviously the way it's set up, obviously you've got your crops there, then it goes into a lot of the other things. So I'm wondering if there's at least one more crop going to be added to 25. Also, we're not going to find out too much before, is it the end of this month when you got the next announcement for the Asian map, possibly? But obviously it goes on to doing the spinach, the sugarcane, and so on and so forth. So that's very, very interesting, that second one. But yeah, if you didn't see it, so there is a little video on Farming Guys, FS Guys, or whatever his name is, on YouTube. Go over and check him out. But this is actually the little picture that we've kind of found. And obviously, this guy walking through a field, and obviously it's herbs. I have no, I'm terrible at pronunciation, so yeah. And obviously translating that is peas. So yeah, into English. So that's sort of semi-confirmed. Obviously, Giants haven't stated yes, it is or not. Same with the millet, that hasn't really been confirmed. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, we've got at least one more crop. I'm going to say this crop to be announced. Now, actually, looking at this, there is one crop that's currently in 22 that isn't in this list, and that's sorghum. I had a look at each of them, and none of them is sorghum on in that image. So it's possible they've taken that out to maybe replace it with the millet. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see with regarding that. But yeah, that's that, which I thought was interesting. Now, obviously, one thing as well, if you notice in on the fact sheet just there, where it's got the capacity, they're actually using a different method of measurement. Obviously, it's got the M3 after it. Usually, they'll do the L for the liters, so there may be a slight change in the in-game sort of measurements now. Possibly, hopefully, they'll be able to be toggled through, so you can have liters or cubic square meters or whatever it's called. So
Cubic meters.
yeah, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So definitely interesting. Peas are after the sunflower, are they? That I thought that was sorghum, not sorghums. Yeah, that looks like um um um.
That actually does look like yellow peas.
It does look like yellow peas, doesn't it?
So if
In
that's the
that case,
case, yeah,
yeah,
good catch. Yeah, no grapes or olives, but
olives is
that
on the
wouldn't
bottom row.
necessarily be.
It's on the
Oh,
bottom row
yep,
near the middle.
olives is the bottom row, and there is no grapes. Yeah,
Grapes go into their own trailer type, so that wouldn't show in the bulk
yep.
anyway. Um,
I mean,
yeah,
that
okay,
could be
yellow
they
pea.
changed the soybeans
It could
potentially.
be, because obviously Scurvy was saying that was another protein, isn't it? Same as soybean. Hmm, interesting. So what's those other two then? So does that mean we're going to get another two crops possibly? Wow, we'll have to wait and see. Hot, ooh, interesting. Exciting, exciting, exciting. Anyway, right then, so let's get back to these fact sheets, get them done, and I can get on and do my work. But yeah, Yeah, I was kind of wondering why it was yellow rather than a green bean sort of thing. So yeah, makes sense. They could have replaced it. So yeah. Anyway, so jumping through, also we're on to the Merlot MF telehandler. I'm not going to go through all that because it's a right pain in the butt. Now this is a kind of an interesting sort of large telehandler. So going over the figures there, let me just bring that up so I get all the info correct. So obviously 149,500 to buy it, 170 horsepower. So it's got the horsepower to pull a few things, which we'll get into in a minute. Variable gearbox, 140 litre fuel tank, will drive at 40 kilometers an hour or 24 miles per hour, weighs 9.5 tons. Now, with this, there was that little video shown off, was it last week or the week before? Showing this actually pulling a plough, and obviously that was actually in the previous video. If you look right behind it, there's actually a 3-point attachment on the back of this thing, so you can actually hook up anything really to the back of this and use it kind of as a replacement as a tractor. So that is something. It's got the horsepower there for like a small implement, so it's a possible option. And I think it was that one. I'm not sure if it's that one where the cab raises as well. So definitely interesting. Obviously, it is a new telehandler company to the game, and primarily, if you're looking at their website, it's all telehandlers anyway. So yeah, it might be interesting to see if they do any smaller versions. But yeah, cool, cool, cool. Take away the American crops, hooray! Yeah, they're starting to add in some more European crops. So that is obviously that one. So going on to the Oxbow MKB4TR, which is your spinach harvester. So information wise for this is obviously it's going to cost quite a bit. So 634,000 to buy this. It's 400 horsepower, variable gearbox, holds 950 liters of fuel. Travel speed is 25 kilometers per hour or 15 miles per hour. The capacity is 35,000 liters. I'm going to do it in liters because that's what I understand. I don't do these cubic things. Um, Obviously, weight wise, 26.7 tons. Harvest speed is 10 kilometers or 6 miles per hour. And obviously, it is for your spinach harvesting. Now, it's kind of interesting with them kind of announcing the red peas being added. I had a quick look on the Oxbow website, and they do a Oxbow pea harvester as well. It's very similar to this. Obviously, the header is slightly different, but overall, it's very, very similar size and shape. So it's possible they may be adding in an Oxbow equivalent for the peas as well with that. And I'm kind of hoping that they also add in maybe some smaller equipment to start off with, because I think what 635,000 to buy a piece of equipment like this straight off the bat is kind of redonkulous. You wanted something in that sort of to use before that. So yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Like it, like it, like it. And then finally, so the last thing is going to be an Izeki tractor and the Farm Tech trailer there. So going first with the Izeki TJW, which is a small tractor. Obviously, Izeki is the same company that makes the rice transplanter and the harvester that has been shown off in the videos already. So price wise for this is 92,000. Horsepower is 123. It's a power shift gearbox. Obviously, fuel wise, it will hold 190 litres. Travel speed is 30 kilometers per hour or 18 miles per hour. And weight wise, you're looking at 4.6 tons. To be honest, I don't know if the weight actually makes any difference, but okay. Maybe now that they're adding in the tire tracks and stuff like that, it it might cause more indentation, shall we say, in the fuels. So then, finally, for this lot of fact sheets is the FarmTech EDK 650. Obviously, this is just a small trailer which can be reconfigured So it has just a small capacity to a larger capacity. Obviously, price wise, it's 6,000, so maybe something for your starter farm. Capacity is 4 to 8,000 litres, so very, very small. Weight wise, it's 1.2 tons, and obviously it is set up to bulk. And obviously, as you can see, it has all the same things as the previous trailer that we looked at. So there you go, guys. That is the first load of fact sheets for FS25. Obviously, these will be coming out regularly every Friday from now until the release of the game. So yeah, it would be nice to see what else they're going to add in that hasn't been shown off. So yeah, there we go, guys. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Hopefully you enjoyed that little segment. Obviously, I was having a look at while talking about that voucher, but yeah, obviously we've got A, G, N, T, and Q series currently base game. So yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be up the far end here. So yeah, and obviously I think this is all is classed as a medium. So yeah, it's going to be actually just out of interest. Where are we? So what is it said? 400. So yeah, you're going to look at a large voucher finally. So yay! Hey UTV nerd, how you doing, bud? Right then, so let's see how everybody is getting on. So obviously I was going through what I've been up to the last couple of days. So I do have a handful of contracts currently ongoing. This one down here is almost finished, which is field 2. Field 11 is ongoing at the minute. We've got another couple over here. They're still going. Just finished doing field 25 when this video stops saving. There we go. Oh, and my next thing is field 27. And obviously this is one thing that's really bugging me a little bit about 22. And it's been since, well, the beginning when the game was released. And it's when you have a NPC field where it misses the harvest stage on a contract. So I've got field 27 right here. I've already been over there and it actually shows as the crop is ready to be harvested. Yet it's completely missed out in the contracts and it's jumped straight over to wanting it ploughed. So me being me, I'm actually going to purchase it and I'm actually going to field flip it. I'm going to buy that, just get the crop off. One thing I will do, I don't know if it's going to make much difference, I will purchase that. It did up it a little bit, so I might get a little bit better yield off that, but doubtful to be honest, as the first one. So this is one thing I am going to go do now. Let me try and get in my tractor. Oh, helps if I'm on the right screen. Or combine, should say. And we're going to get this harvested while everybody else is doing this, what they're doing. Now, I do need at some point to run around, get my surfboards picked up, and obviously I've still got to sell off my gems that have spawned this in-game month. Let me get rid of cosplay and auto drive because I'm just going to use a normal helper for this one. And I've got to go grab a tractor to unload it. So yeah, hopefully you guys all had a great stream there with Mr. Darius Frost, by the way. Also, we are going to be going on till, well, 7 o'clock my time, which is in about an hour and a half. Then we'll raid over to Mr. Dajnet, who's probably going to go through the fact sheets once again with all you guys. And obviously, if you've got any questions or you want any comments, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat. Obviously, here and there. But yeah, busy, 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 that's for sure. Now, there is a couple of other jobs I do want to get on and do at some point this month. Now, for a while, I've owned the plot of land right here, which is 93, which is where the fairgrounds were going to be. I never actually got around to selling it, so I've come up with an idea. I want to turn this area into a little field along here. Nothing spectacular, but it's something I think would be nice just to finish that area off rather than just having a big concrete pad there. So that's something I need to get in and do. I've already gone through and painted it with the grass texture. So I don't like going over concrete and stuff. I'm weird that way. I really am weird. So yeah, I want to get that done at some point. Maybe today, maybe sometime over the weekend, but soon. Yeah, so it's odd how on the FS25 screenshots there's two question marks on the trailer field types. Yeah, they from what I can see and what I would surmise is they are potentially new crops that still haven't been announced. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let's turn you on. I want to make sure that I'm not doing any swath dropping, so let's turn that off because I've got tons of the blinking stuff. And we can put you on hired helper, so you should be fine. I don't think I've got another trailer down here, so I'm going to need to bounce around and try and find one. Oh, here's my main farm, that'll do. A little bit of a drive. And obviously Rusty Nail said, I was telling Darius I started radiation on September the 16th. Good to know. Well, hopefully everything works out for you, Mr. Rusty Nail. Where the heck are all my trailers gone? Hang on, I need to go try and find some trailers. I know I've got some around here somewhere. There's one. That's for the chickens. That stays here. Am I going to need to get my truck that I got the other day? I need to come through at some point and get the pallets picked up from there. What have we got up here? Anything? There's a trailer there. There's a trailer there. Okay, I'll grab that Valtra and we'll take that one up. Oops. That's one good way of getting around. Just turn that on temporarily and it works great. Right then, so let's get this unloaded and you can be sent back up to the New Holland farm. This is the last one of the oats that I got off of that field that I bought. I've just got to get this straw off of there. The other day. What field was it anyway? 28 up here. But yeah, I've got... Oh, my tractor's there. It's all ready to go. But yeah, I didn't save the course, so yeah, I'm going to do all that manually. It's going to be fun. Let's see. And also, by the way, welcome in Viper Gaming. Obviously, you're a first time chatter over here, so that's great. I don't know what you're talking about. So, yeah, obviously, we were just covering what's crop-wise coming in 25. It looks like some of the crops that we have currently, Grits fan, are being removed and replaced, shall we say. But there's also two currently still not being announced. There's sort of still like question marks. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, or they're keeping them back for the platinum. Possibly, but why have them there for the release of 25? Because that could be put in on the DLC information. So we'll see. We shall see. Right, you can go back to the New Holland farm. It's a little bit noisy there. Doing good. Besides the fact that it's 90 something degrees here today. Oh, blimey. Yeah, that's not nice. Let's see. It's actually a little bit cooler today here in the UK. Just looking down at my computer, it says 22 degrees Celsius. So, yeah, still a little bit warm, but definitely cooler than it has been the last few days. Right, so let's go get this down to the field, and he can be set up temporarily unloading. Got the air conditioning set to 70 and hope it can keep up. Oh, got to keep driving. Our air conditioning is underpowered for the size of the house, so I hope it holds up. Oh, I'm sure it will, I'm sure it will. But yes, there we go. But hopefully you guys have all had a great last couple of days and been enjoying Mr. Darius' stream. Obviously he was over there playing PV Canyon Crossing as well. It's kind of great to see actually all the different varieties of streams and how people have set up their maps basically. It is good. Obviously, Mr. Wheels has got his own style. Mr. Darius has got his own style. Even Dave has his own style of getting everything up and running, then doing all the glitter and jazz. Oh heck, I can't drive. There we go. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. There we go. So yeah, and obviously I've got my own style as well. Obviously, where a lot of people are removing trees, I'm kind of adding them. It's crazy.
I like to steal your style.
Oh, you go for it. You go for it. Uh, but if anybody did want any like over the top pictures of any particular part, let me know because I can get them sent over to you. Or if you want to see a specific section as well, I can get that sent over to you as well. I think I'll go this way through the sawmill. But yes, I've still got to get into the burnt forest before the end of this in-game year and get the rest of that finished off. Obviously, I've got the morgue down there. It's already processed all the coffins from last year. I just need to get the graveyard in, and I need to get the a few of the Halloweeny decorations. Peas, yes, Scurvy. And actually, we noticed that in the fruit type list for the trailers, soybean has actually been removed. Let's see.
I think they might have just changed it and colored it differently, honestly.
It's possible. Actually, let's go over to the fact sheets one more time. Just have a quick look. If I can get the thing to come up. There we go. So let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Fill types. Here we go. So obviously this is a picture of the fill types. So obviously you've got your wheat, your barley, your oats, your canola, millet, sunflowers, and then obviously that yellow one could just be a yellow soybean, for example, but that could also be the peas. That's soybeans. That's what I was thinking too. So yeah, I don't know. Some people think it could be the yellow peas being added in. But yeah, sorghum. You obviously you mentioned it during Darius' stream. Sorghum isn't in there, so that has been taken out, and I'm guessing they've used maybe the rice or something to replace it with. So, but yeah, we've still got those two big question marks on there. What are they going to be? Is one of them actually the peas, or is it two new things? So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's millet. That's not sorghum. That's millet. If you look closely, that is the millet symbol, and it's actually been shown off. Do I have that picture? Is millet a sorghum? Is it? So they basically replaced the sorghum with the millet and just renamed it, sort of thing. Then. Okay. Okay, I have no idea to be honest, but yeah, as far as I'm aware, they're two different crops. They may be the same family, so that could be why. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, obviously you got corn, your potatoes, and all that. But yeah, your two different rices there. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, really. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, I thought sorghum and millet were two different crops, completely different families and such. But I could be wrong. The only thing I know about millet is one, it could be used to make a flour, or two, you can feed it to your pet budgies or budgerigas, parakeets, whatever you want to call them. So yeah. Uh, what are the two before? So that is the rice and the long grain rice ghost. That's your two different rice types that are being added. And then obviously right after it, the two question marks is obviously the spinach. So yeah, obviously along the bottom there, the only other one that would show in there, and oh, I'm gonna crash, dang it, is obviously the olives is in there. Try to figure out. Actually, one thing I have been trying to figure out is a couple of the icons on the bottom there. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. The fourth one from the right on the bottom row. it looks almost like a dirt or a stone, possibly, sort of icon. But it's sort of greyed off, so not really. It could be iron, yeah, it could be iron. Because I think it's a little bit different to the one we got currently, isn't it, as well? So, what is the iron we got at the minute? I have no idea. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So there's a whole array of things right there to look forward to. So let's get back to the game anyway. So, and you can see me crashing. But yes, you never know. How you doing there, Farmer Marks? By the way, let's go back to. Oh God, blimey. Mr. UTV nerd, you do like putting a lot in your comments, don't you? Right, our family room is twice the size as it was when the air conditioning line was put in. The kitchen is about 2/3 the size of the family room. Ah, okay. Makes total sense. Yeah, this is what the field over here that I still need to come through and pick up the straw swath off of. Let's see. Originally, it was a family room and half side porch. Then it opened up. Oh, nice. Okay. Sounds interesting. Okay, I would have guessed, but it doesn't look like rice. Yeah. Yep. Obviously there was a picture put out a while ago. Um, I think it's in Discord. I'll grab it in a minute. Obviously the names are in German or Dutch, whatever they are, but it does show the two different rices plus the um, uh, sorghum replacement millet. Let me see if I can find it. Social media, Discord. Coming to there. No, that's modern talk. I want streaming talk. There it is. Open you up. And let's go over to desktop just briefly. So yeah, here we go. So obviously it is in a foreign language, and obviously it's a little bit blurry as well. Hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. But right here, obviously you do have the two different rices. Obviously you got your long grain rice and your normal rice. And obviously Hersey, that is millet in translated. But you do have your grapes there still, and your olives. Obviously the olives will show in the bulk. Obviously I'm guessing they set up the grapes the same way they did with 22, where it's in its own category. So, but looking at that, yeah. See, these are slightly different images as well, but you do have soybean right there as well, which is interesting. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Obviously, in that image, the fill types image there, it is a little bit more yellow. So yeah, I'm gonna put it out there and say that soybean is still in there, but they have added in the yellow peas or peas anyway, and possibly one other crop, which is still to be announced. Potatoes. Okay, but yes, we will have to just wait and see. Actually, one thing I did look at is like I mentioned, the Oxbow website, and this is the one that I found. Holy cripes! Let me zoom that out a little bit. Zoom out. And obviously, there is the Oxbow. Oh, Kidex bells. Pea harvester. If I can get this thing to behave. There we go. So, yes, very similar to the spinach harvester in size wise. So, yeah, it'd be nice if they had something like that as well. So, we'll just have to wait and see regarding that one. But yes, fun. Let me get my screens all sorted out again. There's that, and gameplay. There we go. Okay, dokie. Right then, let's come down here. So yeah, obviously, as you can see, that is where the fairgrounds was going to be. I've painted it. I've just got to go through. I want to bring it all the way down to this road and create one big field. I think I'm going to need to do a little bit of landscaping down this corner though, just to make it a little bit smoother. I think that dip there could be a bit of an issue, but we'll get to that at some point. Yeah, what do I know? The rice I eat comes in small bags, ready to boil. Exactly. So yeah, that's one project I want to do. Obviously, I want to go through and at some point and redo the BGA using the pumps and hoses DLC stuff. Yeah, whether I get around to that, I have no idea. I don't even own it yet, so yeah. But also, I've got to be very careful because obviously in one of these bunkers there is a seasonal spawn trigger as well. So yeah, I need to keep that area cleared. Let's cut across
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I went and I got rid of my event center because I was sick of pallets spawning in certain roads and areas where I need to travel. It's like these are just getting frustrating
Yeah.
now. I don't need that little extra amount of money. It was great early on, but now,
Mhm. Yep, I'm kind of getting that way as well now, to be honest.
like
Oh,
I've got so many products auto
it's
selling. I make more per hour in auto sell than I would get from trying to round up all of those pallets. So
yeah. It's not so much going around. It's just finding the time to do it at the minute for me personally. Especially when it comes to this sort of time of the year in game. Obviously, it's heavy on the harvesting and getting all that sorted out. Taking time out just to go find a few surfboards or whatever it might be is kind of hard at the
yeah,
moment. But
July-ish would be
yeah,
surfboards.
yep,
Yeah, for me, they spawn in the road going to the center farm, and there's a few other areas they spawn that aren't necessarily in the way, but finding the time to try and manage a truck to go here, there, and everywhere to find all of these pallets is just kind of like I said.
um,
In an hour in game, I'll gain the money I would have gotten from trying to find all the surfboards, and
yeah.
then hold on to them until the best time to sell them.
Now I don't know if it's a feature still in cosplay, but I know you could have a truck set up to stop to auto load pallets. I don't know if it's still a feature yet or not. Um, that is a possibility. You could actually use your auto drive routes with cosplay to stop, pick up the actual surfboards, and then carry on. So you just have to set up the routes initially, and it would do all the work for you. Ah, that's an idea. I don't know if that'd even work.
Yeah, but who's
I've
got the
just
time for that?
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, I've got routes gone past pretty much all of them, so it wouldn't take too much. So, yeah. And the grapes have their own trailer. Yeah, exactly. In FS22. So yeah, I'm guessing they've set it up in 25, the exact same ghost. I would imagine so. So we'll see. Right, let's get you unloaded. And who has finished the work? Let's have a look at that one. Oh, is it finally finished? That field 2, is it finally finished? We'll find out in a minute. We shall find out in a minute. But yeah, a lot of what's been left over from these contracts, I'm just selling them. I'm not too worried. I've got plenty in storage at the minute, so it's just really a little extra something. I wanted to try and get. I'm still pretty sure there's a contract mission where you have to still do like 100 contracts through on one of your save games. So I'm getting there slowly. Where are we at the minute? That's the wrong screen. I want. Definitely not that one because it's horrible. Where are we?
I'm
Missions
I'm
completed.
I'm closing in on
Well,
500, I think.
yeah, I've done 233 so far. I haven't seen anything pop up, but I'm sure there is one out there. I'll have to have a look. Let's get you out of the way in a minute.
I know 19 had the 100. I don't know if
Yeah,
22 does.
right. Pop you there a moment. We're on field 27, I think it was. Just double check. But yeah, so just out of interest for everybody lurking out there and watching, what's your thoughts on FS25 so far? Is there anything that's thought, ooh, yeah, I've definitely got to get it? Or is some of you still holding off before purchasing it? Yeah, it's 27, thought so. Obviously, I've already got it pre-ordered, so that is good. So, and who knows if I get oh, have I not got a thingy set up for this field yet? No, I don't. Dang it! I'm gonna set one up quickly. Obviously, one of the big things right now is over the next couple of months, I would like if well, it's going to be a big ask from you guys out there is to become a Giants Bronze partner. Obviously, for that I need a lot of sales or using my partner code. Oh, yeah, I think so far I'm a long way away, but I know Big Daddy's already got his bronze partnership. That's great. Personally, if it was me, I'd be pushing Darius because obviously he can stream more than me to do with it. But for some weird reason, Dave wants me up there as well, or should be up there. So yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
I think as far as I go, I've only ever had like maybe 3 sales, and they were a long time ago. So
Yeah,
nobody really uses my partner code. I don't push it,
neither do I, to be
mostly
honest. But
because I stream so many different games.
yeah,
So you make more sense because
um,
you stream Farm Sim.
let's do that one. But yeah, if anybody still hasn't bought 25, you're more than welcome to use my partner code, which is Alpaca, ALPACA, just exactly the same as the animal itself. There we go. Let's do this quickly. Field 27. But yeah, it'd be quite nice actually if it could be done. But yes, a lot of sales in a short time, so. But yeah, every sale will count. Obviously, if it doesn't happen this time, who knows? Before the next DLC maybe come out, I may be a partner then, or a bronze partner, I should say. But yeah, there we go. We will see. There's that.
Yeah, I would need 1500 or 1482.
Yeah,
That's not gonna happen. You first.
I'll have to look at mine again. I think it was about 1200. Mine was at currently. So somebody out there has been using my code, so it's quite nice. Thank you very, very much. I know I was one of them, to be honest. When I purchased the 25, I used my own code. I'm terrible. I want this going back to main farm silo. There we go. There's that. Also, I've got to set the combine onto 27 as well. And at some point, I need to go through this default folder because there's a lot now building up in here. There we go. So you are good for now. Let's just bounce around and see how these fields are doing. So there's the combine. He's on his last little strip, so that's fine. This one is on its last one as well, which is mustard. Okay, that's good, that's good. They're getting on and doing it. I'm looking at that one. He's on the bottom edge, so I'm guessing that's nearly wrapped up too. And then finally, you've been unloaded, so you are done and dusted. So let me grab this out of the way. Doopy-doopy-doo. It only works with the Giants copy there, Mr. Jers. Unfortunately, there's no way of adding into Steam. It would be nice if it was available that way. But yeah, no can do at the minute anyway. And Where are you? Where are you? I'm going to keep an eye on this dude because I might be able to keep some of this. We'll see. But yeah, fun. Let's turn that off because I really don't want to see the roots. Actually, I should roots take over. How you doing there, not so grumpy dwarf, by the way? Save some money. Let's do it myself. You're still in 2 mines, are you, Mr. Jers? Okay. Now, also, actually, one thing I will say, before I read the rest of the chat as well, the end of September, after the Asian map has been announced and released and shown off, I am planning on doing a little giveaway. Currently, I do have one Giants copy to give away so far. But if anybody out there in the community did want to put any out or into the pot, you'd be greatly appreciated. I know there's been a few people saying, "Oh, I'd like to maybe donate a DLC or a game or something." But yeah, if you want, just let me know whether it's going to be Giants or a Steam copy, and I can get that added into the wheel and when to do the giveaways. So yay! Yeah, I'm not the richest person, and to be honest, I very rarely get anything from Twitch, so that doesn't even help. So, but yeah, Big Daddy, obviously bless his cotton socks, has already sent me one code. I might reach out to Giants. I mentioned it the other day. I might reach out to Giants and be a little bit cheeky and see if they've got any spare keys going. Because yeah, at the end of the day, we all want you guys playing FS25 as well with us. So yeah, so yay. Looking forward to FS25. It looks great. It does, Vortex, doesn't it? It really does. And the more I see it, the more interested in things I get. Also, we've got so much already been announced. Obviously, new crops are coming. Also, we've got the baby animals coming. Um, obviously, goats. The water buffalo have been confirmed as being new animals being added to 25, which is cool. Also, you've got the tornadoes, the hail, the crop destruction. Still up in the air about the buildings being damaged. Obviously, one person at Giants has said yes, another person has said no. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, you got buildables coming in. Obviously, GPS is being added to the base game. Yeah, there's a whole lot of things to be honest. So it is looking a lot better. Okay, I know they focused a lot on the God rays for quite some time and the weather system, which is great, but until we get in there, see how they work on people's systems, that's when the fun is really going to start beginning, I think. So you guys are going to find out just how well your current PCs run with the new game. Oh, and at that point, it's going to
Uh,
be digging into the files and stuff of me, Dave, and a few of the other guys. So,
yeah, I think one of the big things right now is yes, they've added a lot of stuff, but we don't know on the production side, on the
mm,
scripting side, how much they've done to, well, how much they've added that might slow things down for like a map like Dave's, for example.
yeah, and also
But
that's
also, what have they done to maybe free up resources on that side?
yeah, and obviously that is going to be a big thing. Is obviously what is hiding that you don't see, like the productions, for example. Obviously, could that potentially limit Dave going on a bigger map like a 16x, or is he going to hold back to an 8? Obviously, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see, really.
Because I bet you right now, if you were to look at your system, your GPU side is probably only 40, 50, maybe 60% load. So the God rays, the fog, things like that are more on the GPU side,
Yeah,
which I think honestly they have a bigger uh, allowance before it affects things. Yeah, see, your GPU is only running on a 2070
yeah,
40%, and you're getting low frame rates. It's not because of the GPU.
no,
You're CPU bound.
yes,
And that's just because of productions and things like that on a 16X. You've got so much stuff running on that side, that's slowing you down. Not
Yeah,
on your GPU side.
exactly. Yeah, if it was put over to the GPU, it'd probably run a lot smoother.
Yes, you can, Farmer Marks on Steam, see the minimum specs
Yep.
that they have listed for 25.
I can show that if anybody is interested, if you weren't aware. Let me open up my Steam a sec. Here we go. I hate all these little pop-ups they put up. These specials, go away. Okay, so if we come into here, Farming Simulator 25. We click on that. We scroll on through. So it's right here. You got system requirements. So hopefully you guys can read it. So depending on what you want, whether it's the minimum or
Yeah, it
recommended.
looks
So
easy.
the what one recommended? So we'll go with that one. So requires a 64-bit processor and operating system of Windows 10 64-bit or above. I'm guessing. Processor-wise, Intel Core i7 10700 or AMD Ryzen 5 1500X or better. Obviously, you're going to need 12 gigabytes of RAM free for the game, minimum. Obviously, until you get Dave's maps out, it might be even more than that. I don't know. Graphic-wise, a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070, which is pretty much what I've got. So I should be okay. AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT, Intel Arc A750 graphics card or better with a minimum of 8 gigabytes of VRAM and DX12 support. I think most things are DX12 support anyway. Obviously, broadband internet connection is required if you want to download any mods and do the multiplayer. Storage-wise is 50, not 50, I mean 45 gigabytes of available space. Also, you're going to need a sound card. It's not VR supported. And yeah, there you go. So that is the recommended system specs needed for FS25 for PC wise. So yeah, if you're not matching that, obviously you could go to the minimum temporarily. For that, you would need an Intel Core i5 6400 or an AMD Ryzen 5 1400 or better. Obviously, 8 gigabytes of RAM memory needed. NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti, AMD Radeon RX 470 graphics card or better with a minimum of 3 gigabytes VRAM and D12 support, or DX12 support, should I say. Obviously, you will need DirectX 12 anyway to run the game. Obviously, it's the same with the broadband. Obviously, same storage, which is the 45 gigabytes available space. So yeah, anything better than them, and you should be pretty good. Obviously, when it comes to that, I'm going to be okay with the recommended because that's pretty much what I've got the 2070. So I know Dave's got obviously the 2070 Super. So yeah, we'll see. And I'm pretty sure I should be okay with the processor as well. 3900. So yeah, should be okay. But until you get it in, you never know, because obviously you have other things going on in your system which may slow things down. So yeah, but it's all there. But yes, there we go. Fun, 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 fun. But yeah, if you haven't got it bookmarked, make sure to get it bookmarked and wished, and yeah, or go over to the Giants and get it from there. Right, there we go. Right, drive. You use the code on Steam. No, okay, I got that already. Mr. Nuts Grumpy Dwarf says, "All good, buddy. Good. Glad to hear it." And I don't know if I'm going to get time. I can. There we go. Cool. But yeah, if you guys haven't followed Mr. Not So Grumpy Dwarf yet, obviously he is a SGA member. He's currently been doing a lot of work, so he hasn't streamed that much. However, he was streaming the other day doing some out of ore, so make sure to check him out. He will also hopefully be doing some farm sim at some point, but he does a whole variety of different games, so yeah, definitely check him out. I've seen him doing some race car driving, obviously out of ore, farming. I think I even seen him doing that construction simulator at some point. I might be wrong. Hi, F. Oh, Farmer Marks. Okay, yeah. How do they show this? I7. Yeah, so I7 should be okay with the if you've got the right spec one there, Farmer Marks. But yes, it's going to be definitely fun and interesting things to learn about their new productions that they haven't shown anything really off. Obviously, we do know that there's going to be at least two kind of styles or tiers, as it were. You're going to have that, obviously, your main factories plus the kind of little small workshops type things as well that you can place down. To get started, sorry, I just needed a bit of a drink there. And I'm sure I might have missed it, but I'm sure somebody did a stretch earlier, and they did. So, Mr. Jono, I did catch it, but I got a little bit preoccupied, so I can do that right now for you. There we go. There we go. There we go. Go go. Oh, stretch. Oh, ouch. But yeah, I've been chatting to my wife the last couple of days. Obviously, as long as she is feeling well enough, she has said I can stream a little bit more than usual when 25 comes out to help you guys out. So obviously if I get early access, I'm kind of looking at the first stream on Friday, which would be the day that most people will be going live to show it off. Then I'm going to try and get in at least a couple throughout the weekend. So one on the Saturday, one on the Sunday. Obviously I'll be doing my usual one again on Monday. Then obviously Tuesday, you guys will be getting your copies. So yeah, also we're not going to be doing any crazy streamathons again this year, I don't think, because we just don't have the people currently available to do it with the game. Maybe after it's released, possibly, but yeah, can't see it happening beforehand anyway. So yeah, just got to get up to that bronze partnership. Yeah, that'd be quite nice. But yeah, that's another goal I need to add to my little checklist. I still try and do the YouTube partner as well. Um, Still not quite getting all of the views over there, or the well, about 100 or so followers still needed. But yes, the view hours is dropped quite a bit recently. But yeah, I think I need to start getting into doing like the little some more of the time lapse videos. The two that I put up there, was it last week or the week before, seem to have gone down pretty well. I've had a lot of viewers on just those two videos alone. It's kind of crazy, so I think I'm gonna have to start doing a few more of them where I'm doing, I don't know, transporting or farming or something, just like an hour or two, and then time lapse it. So that's something else to look into. I don't know if I'm going to be able
Yeah,
to
I'm
do.
actually transcoding a time lapse myself.
Yeah,
It's
actually, it was kind of weird because when I was going through trying to figure out how I wanted mine, I actually watched one of yours, and at one point you were talking about Farm Sim 25. I can't think of what it was. It might have been when the first map video was put out and stuff, and it was really weird because you couldn't. Obviously, you've got all you there. You're looking at all the different things on the website and stuff, but you're not getting any vocals, it's just all music and stuff. It's kind of weird. It freaked me out a little bit. Oh,
Yeah, uh, I mean, there's two theories for time lapses. One, you can try and like do the time lapse and then voice over
mm,
some stuff, but that's to me, you gotta like go back and kind of remember what you were doing and then talk through it.
yeah, that's the hard part.
I I I, I just throw the music on there, and if you see something, you're like, oh, what was this? I say what episode it was that I time lapsed, so you can always
Mm,
jump over to that episode and kind of jump through it to find that spot and then watch it.
yeah, yeah. Also, the way I want to do it, I didn't really want to have. So, say for instance, I don't want to take a stream and just time lapse it like what you do. It's great. Um, I kind of wanted to do something where it was maybe when I'm not streaming some of the actual gameplay that way. So what I've actually went and done is also I'm using the EasyDev tool to remove the HUD, and obviously I'm recording maybe an hour or two's worth of footage, and then time lapsing that. So and yeah, it does seem to have gone down well. Obviously, the one thing I do need to figure out is like, do I want to add in little comments along the way? That's one of the things I did do in one of the little videos, is just to give an idea of what I was doing. So obviously, well, I think the first video was cutting the grass behind the southeast farm. Oh heck, I'm not paying attention. That was the first one. That was quite easy, to be honest. But then the second one was actually ploughing up that same area that I'd cut. And obviously, I was trying to figure out different ways of putting little comments in. It's very technical doing some of this stuff, to be honest. um, but yeah, obviously, okay, I need to get this field ploughed out, and oh, I need to sort that corner out in a minute, and stuff like that. And I think it'll do quite well. I just got to do a lot of a little bit more research and getting things popping up properly, and getting the right little length for the comments to show. So rather than um, so if anybody is watching it, they can actually sit down and watch what's going on. Oh, I think I'm finished there. Was that the barley? Hang on. That was field 2. Let me just check something. So yeah, it's very, very technical. Oh yeah. Field 2, collect. I want to check that canola because I know I haven't finished doing any delivering on that. So yes, if you haven't seen it, please do so. Go over and let me know how they are. Nobody's really commented on them. But there's actually the one thing I do need to try and figure out is is it like and subscribe bits? Because I know some time lapse that I've seen have the little pop-up saying make sure to like and subscribe to the channel type thing. I want to figure out how they get their motions properly. Mine aren't quite there yet. But yes, I think that would be a good idea. More for 25 really. At the minute I'm still messing around, trying to get some kind of format up and running that works. So yeah. And while I think about it, we didn't get Mr. Green Thumb, did we? Green Thumb. There we go. And obviously there is a shout out for Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. Obviously he'll probably be streaming what, tomorrow, I believe, doing some more farm sim. But yeah, you never know. You might get shocked one of these days, and he'll be in Blender doing some project for FS25. But it's nice to see him actually playing the map and actually utilising some of the things that he has created, like his shed packs, for example. Tonight again, okay, cool, 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 cool. So yeah, make sure you click on the link and go over and see him when he does go live. Obviously, we'll be raiding over to Mr. Dajna in about, oh, let's see, 50 minutes roughly. Hopefully he's okay. It's nice that he actually got his monitor sorted out as well. That went dead the other day. So that's good, that's good, it's good. But yeah, you're very, very welcome. Need to just jump around and check to see who has finished their work so I can get them finished off. Let's see, X 91100. Okay. Harvest 19. Harvest 11. Okay. But yeah, personally, I have no quarrels with a 8x map if Dave wants to do an 8x. I think the 16 is, yeah, kind of getting a little bit tough for a lot of people. So one thing is, as well, thinking about it is, we'll see what productions are we going to be taking from 22 over to 25? Who the heck knows? Are we just going to do away with a lot of them and go with a whole new array of factories? I know we've mentioned about this a few times before, but yeah, you never know. But the nice thing is we've got Mr. Green Thumb Farmer out there. Obviously, I want to get into Blender, do a little bit more placeable sort of buildings in there, I suppose is the best way to put it. With Blender, actually creating it from nothing into something. That would be nice. AMX would be a good idea to test. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see. We will have to wait and see. So that's fine. Doopy doopy doo. So I need to check field 11. So I've got all the crops off of that before it disappears. Actually, I can get this sent back to the case farm because I think for now he is done. Obviously, Mr. Darius Frost did mention during his stream that he could potentially be putting out a map. That'd be kind of nice as well. Yep, you are done.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards how Dave did Wolf Creek based off Elm Creek and do like a 4x version of Riverbend.
That would work. Interesting. Yeah, I'd be going with a complete.
Potentially, we'll see how things are once we get our hands on the editor and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. That's the big factor.
Oh. So you could technically be having at least 3 different SGA members creating maps. Obviously, Dave being the main one, Mr. Frost here, and possibly myself as well. Ooh, exciting, exciting, exciting. Where are we? Bottom of field 9, so we can cut through up there. Okay.
Any word on if NBC might do a map this time around?
He hasn't mentioned anything, to be honest. Nothing at all. It would be nice if Mr. NBC did as well. So, yeah, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully he's feeling better. I know he's been a bit icky recently, shall we say.
He was in my stream this morning. He sounded like he was doing a little bit better.
Yeah. How you doing there, Mama Dude, by the way? I did see you popping in there. Right, so this is field 11. So once this is unloaded, this will be completed. Actually, just out of curiosity, how much is left to be delivered? Let's have a look for field 11. Does it show? No, it's all done. Okay. Even better. So I'm going to drop this off to my little silo, and then I can complete that. M-A-M-A-D. Oh, 53. There we go. And obviously, if you guys are not following Mamadou as well, guys, make sure to click on her link, give her a follow. And while I think about it, I'm slacking, I really am. And make sure that you follow Mr. Scurvy Hyam as well. Obviously, he was doing a little bit of World of Warcraft the other day. We did a couple of streams, and yeah, hopefully when 25 comes out, we'll be seeing a lot more of him. There we go. Let's drop that off down here. But yes, I'm trying not to add too many projects as well. Now that it's only what 2 months away. Not well. Let's see, September, October, November, yeah, before 25 comes out. So I don't want to have too many projects outstanding. I'm trying to wrap them up now. So obviously the biggest one was obviously Field 9. That is now pretty well sorted out. Trying to think, there was something I wanted to do. Oh, the BGA at some point. Obviously, I would need to get that field created. That's not going to take too long, to be honest. By where the fairgrounds was going to be. Apart from that, oh yeah, then obviously the burnt forest. If I can get that done in the next couple of months, I would be happy. All them. But yeah, you're very, very welcome, Mamadou. But yeah, how are you doing? Uh, there you go. I just replied to Mr. Jers there. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there, Green Thumb. I've been working on an intro and outro videos, and I use AI to generate a new logo. Sounds interesting, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. Definitely interesting. I'm kind of happy with my logos. There we go. That can be added to that. Also, that can be taken up with the rest of that canola that's in that little silo when the little strip on field 9 gets harvested. There we go. So let's jump out of there. That is number 11 now, fully done. So let's collect that. I was debating on whether to do the carrots, and then thought, for the minute, no. I do have another mustard one here, but I want to get this finished first. Let's see, let's see. So yeah, that's still to be done at some point. There's you. You are unloaded. This is the mustard field. Yep. So how much is left to be delivered? Where's the rest of that then? Because there's not much in there. Mind you, it's a fair bit. Oh, okay, I can't take you over, can I? I need to take that off. There we go. Aye, there we go, there we go. It's an okay day, Mamadou. Yeah, good, good, glad to hear. And how am I up to? Yeah, so I'm not doing too bad. I'm just sort of bouncing around doing a few contracts at the minute, Mamadou. Most of my fields are now harvested for July. Obviously, when I run through into July, August, that's when the next lot of fields need to be harvested. So, yeah, lots going on then. But obviously, I've got a few little projects between now and then to get done over the weekend. So, obviously, Monday, I really want to be harvesting again. So, yeah. But yeah, obviously, we've gone over a little bit of information for FS25 earlier on the fact sheets, which are available upon the Farming Simulator website under the blogs. We do have the first load of fact sheets, and they're going to be going every Friday. So if you want to catch any of that information, obviously I know Mr. Dajnet will be going over it in a little while, but yeah, the first, I don't know, maybe half an hour to an hour of my streams are going to be at some point covering that. So if anybody is interested in seeing those fact sheets each week, make sure to tune in, guys. It's much, much appreciated. Um, See, you are using tractors and trailers now instead of trucks. So yeah, most of this was for contracts. Rusty Nail, I literally hired the equipment from the most part. So it's whatever came with the contract. Obviously, the only one I did replace was a truck and a pace setter. It was having a little bit of difficulties, shall we say. I just replaced it with this particular tractor and trailer from my John Deere farm. But yay. But yeah, it's whatever came with the contract. I couldn't be bothered to use my own equipment this time for the most part. So we got that one going. That one is finished harvesting. Just needs to get this stuff. Okay, good to know. We'll jump on that one in just a minute. Here we go. But yes, there we go, there we go, there we go. Actually, I got to put my hands up because last night I was doing a bit of 7 Days to Die. I decided to have a little bit of a break from Farm Sim this week. I haven't actually played it much, to be honest. Went in, I thought, okay, I've got a little bit of time. I've got about a day and a bit to go through before the next Horde night. Um, and so obviously got a mission, went off. I was doing the mission and stuff, got it completed finally. It took a little bit longer than expected, which wasn't good. Um, I didn't really pay attention to the actual time. I'd gone through. Obviously, I was putting all the loot away and the stuff that I got from the actual mission, and looked up. Suddenly realised I had about 30 in-game minutes until the Horde night kicked off, and I thought, oh my god! I panicked. I really did panic. I literally, whatever I had on me, I threw into a box, grabbed a few guns, a handful of ammo, and shot off. Thankfully, my horde base was already set up, so I didn't need to do anything with that. I just had to literally flick a few switches on, and I was good to go. But I literally got there. I didn't even get a chance to put my truck away. Um, had maybe a minute spare just to flick the switches on and get going. But I was quite lucky as I actually picked up some armor piercing bullets, so that helped make life a little bit easier. So yeah, oh that's another thing I need to do as well while I'm here. I keep forgetting this little bit of grass on this side here needs to be replaced. So yeah, I've still got to go through now all of the loot for the Horde Night itself, um, and get that put away and the odd bit sold. But yeah, I was very lucky. I made it through. Obviously, the base itself had a heck of a pounding for some reason this time around. Let's do this. But yeah, I was literally having every kind of zombie coming in. The only thing I didn't see is the bears. I didn't see any zombie bears or anything coming in. But yeah, I had doggos coming in. I had dire wolves, the whole friggin' caboodle. It was crazy. And that was actually my Horde Night number 119. So yeah, I've got a few days, about 7 days, um, to now get my base back up and ready for the next night. What I've been doing actually is after a hard night, rather than jumping in and doing some more missions, I've actually been going back to the hard base, getting it actually ready just in case. Because I've done it a couple of times in the past where it's come to be the actual hard day, and yeah, the base is in ruins, and yeah, I've got practically nothing left. So I'm spending half a day running around fixing up, trying to get everything ready. So this time I kind of do it right after the Horde Night now. So yay! But yeah, but at some point I really need to get in and do some that supermarket simulator. But yeah, it's just not pulling me in there quite yet. Want to check out the new cash tills over there, and I think they've added like decorations and stuff. But I'll get there eventually. Too busy with farm sim and stuff like that at the minute. Also, we've got Satisfactory officially being put out soon as well. It's like, jeez. Uh, See, that's another game that hasn't quite pulled
So
me
many
back in
things
yet.
to play and not enough time.
Yeah, that's the thing is, Satisfactory just hasn't pulled me in quite yet. Maybe once the official release and everything is done in, was it the next week or so? A couple of weeks?
September 10th.
Yeah. Um, it maybe pull me back in. I know my wife keeps wanting to see Norms. Oy. She does like that blue flightless bird. So yeah, I might have to get it updated and load it up at least a couple of times for her to see her Norms. Fun, 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 fun. Too many games and not enough time. Yeah, because I've got that. What else was there? I'm not too worried about Aquarius. That's pretty well where it should be. Obviously, Supermarket Simulator I want to get into at some point. Retail Company Simulator, I haven't played it since I streamed it the other week. So that's another game I want to get in and check out. Astro Colony, I know it's had a few updates. So I think the last time I actually loaded it up was when they added in. Oh, was it the water and the power or something to through the actual hubs or whatever it's called that going onto your ship and stuff. That was a while ago. But at some point I want to get in and do some shipyard grave simulator as well. Also, I want to check out some of those DLC ships. I've got them all the DLCs at the minute. I don't think they've put anything else out, but I would like to get in there and have a little play on some of the other ones in there. I know Boomhauer showed some of them off in his streams, and it seems to take forever with some of them. The only other one that really that I would like to check out is Planet Crafter. Obviously, got it. It was mainly for my daughter. Actually, I think that was gifted to her. I can't remember. And yeah, I think she loaded it up maybe once or twice, and that was about it. It's like, yeah, great, thank you very much. But yeah, I wouldn't mind giving it a try as well. Obviously, I like what I've seen so far in the stream, so yeah. Bringing Norm to FS. Yeah, could do. I'd have to do an alpaca first, and then maybe a Norm. But yeah. Oh, Ships at Sea as well. That's the other one as well. I haven't played that in quite some time, so yeah. I really want to get into doing like the fish farming and stuff like that. The fish farms, whatever you want to call them, and never really did. So they're having an update soon, adding tier 3 stuff. That's what I heard, yeah. So that might be a good time to do it, Team Miller. And how you doing, Team Miller, by the way? Let's do this. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Shout out. Oh, let's do it that way, it's easier. Yeah, I'm hoping this next in-game year, or month I should say, these two fields should be ready, I think it is, to harvest. So once that's done, I can then get in and let's see, without crashing, get them put into or planted with alfalfa and clover. I'm pretty sure is it next month? Should be. Come on, change over, change before I hit a tree. Come on. Yeah, should be next month. This is a dark green, so yeah. Whoa, there we go. But yeah, get that harvested. I'll probably go through. I'll plough them up first, and then get them seeded with the alfalfa and clover. Then that should be the grass types all sorted out for the animals and stuff. Obviously, I've still got the grass at the far end, so that's good. But yeah, I've got plenty in storage, so it's not a big deal. Obviously, thank you for that. Mama Doo's been getting help from T Miller? Never. Actually, to be honest, I was lurking and watching. So yeah, it's good. But yeah, if you guys are not obviously haven't checked out T Miller's Trello, make sure to go over there and check out some of the stuff he's got over there. He's got a lot of distribution silos and stuff that can help you out within on PV Canyon Crossing. Also, there's also my stuff there as well if you really wanted to. But yeah, just go to the SGA Trello and yep, that will link. There should be a link there for T Miller and the rest of the guys. Doop 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 doo. Actually, I don't know what it is, but this is it's not really farm sim related, but it is farming related. So the last couple of weeks, I've noticed in my Google Stories. I don't know if you guys get them on your phones, but I get them popping up on my phone. I've been getting a lot of articles to do with um, stuff like Case bringing out new combines that have bigger capacities or something like that, and what was it? There was a the Massey Ferguson. Um, is it the 9 series has now been released or something? And I was kind of wondering, is that what's on the video for Farm Sim 25? I doubt it, but you never know. Um, yeah, and all these different things. Obviously, it's mad, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting all these little stories popping up. It's crazy, and why have I got that open when I'm not actually using it? Let's close that down. So, obviously, if I go over to my phone right now, let's see if I can find something. Who wants, but I've not got anything now. Corn is getting sweeter. Experts blame the farming industry. Okay. But don't people like sweet corn anymore? A lovely bit of corn, bit of butter on it. Oh, can't beat it. Cannot beat it. Um, Storing potatoes next to what was that? Next to one other kitchen ingredient stops them from spoiling. Oh, I'm gonna have a look at that. What's that? These are really random things that come up, and obviously I don't really look at stuff to do with farming and stuff like that. So why is it always started popping up? Let's see. Accept to stop them from sprouting, should say, not spoiling. Duh. Okay, so let's see what this little article says. And last longer. Blah 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 blah. Yada yada yada. So, according to this little article, and I don't know how true it is, but according to them, if you store your potatoes next to your apples, your potatoes will last longer and it will prevent them from sprouting sooner. So, there you go, guys. The daily little tip from Google. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I was actually trying to find some of those ones to do with combines and stuff, because there's a whole variety being shown off at some farming show. Oh yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy what's popping up on my freaking phone at the minute. Okay, that'll do for now. I'll behave. Oh, I closed my Twitch on my phone by mistake. There we go. Isn't it based on past searches you did? Well, I have no idea, but I haven't looked at any. Well, I suppose it could be, but the only thing I've really been looking at is like things like the Oxbow stuff and the Izeki recently. Some that could be. It could well be Mr. Miller. You never know. And Mr. Jers, you're very, very welcome. Yes. But that's the thing as well. Big Brother is always watching you. You could say, you could be talking about something, and the next thing you know, you're getting a story or something come up on Google saying, "Here, check this out," and it's exactly what you were talking about. It's crazy. Oh. But yeah, by the way, we're heading to Johnson's Farmers Market just to sell the last little bit of this mustard to finish off at least one more contract. And then we'll go grab the other tractor and get that brought over as well. I might take a different detour depending on which field it was. Can't remember. But yeah, if I can keep the mustard, it'd be quite nice. Some of it. There we go. Oh, it would have to be the other blinking trigger, wouldn't it? Or wasn't I far enough? Obviously, it's delivered some, and it would have brought it here. It was Johnson's Farmer Market. Please say it was. Mustard, Johnson's Farmers Market. Yep, so it's definitely come here before. Yes, Swagson, I think that is. Sorry if I butchered your name. I am using a wheel. I currently have the Logitech G920. Is it that one? There we go. I kinda had the wheels, the pedals as well, but me being a bit of a noob, I kinda broke it. So I've actually had to reconfigure it so it's just using the wheel itself. Would you say it's worth it? I love it. I do like driving it. It just makes it a little bit more natural. Obviously, if I had the pedals, it'd be even better. But yeah, I do like it. Obviously, the nice thing is you get a lot when going around corners, for example. It's a lot smoother than obviously using a keyboard and mouse. So if I get that to stay still, obviously you get a lot of twitching. Especially, it's more for showmanship, I suppose, during the streams. Um,
Potato, 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 hey!
and thank you, Ghost, for the potato soundbite, much appreciated. And the 50 bitties. So, for example, if I was to do a stream where it was all in cab, obviously the wheel, when going around corners, it'd be nice and smooth, obviously using the wheel. I know some people you'll use a controller as well, which is pretty good as well. The only thing I do find is obviously at times when you're going around corners, obviously your wheel's kind of freaking out a little bit, should we say. Um, so that's kind of why I do prefer a wheel, and obviously not all wheels are set up to run with this particular game, and there's no guarantee it's going to work with the next one. But right now, yeah, I love using the wheel personally. There's quite a few other people out there who use them, love them. Some people actually have added on joysticks in the side panels, and that, this, that, and the other, and really made it a more immersive, I suppose, is the best way to put it. Gameplay for them. So yeah, and depending what vehicles you're in as well, um, I've noticed. So for example, if I was to drive a truck and trailer around, um, using the keyboard and mouse, I find I jackknife a lot faster than just using the wheel. So there is benefits, I think, to having a wheel personally. Uh, potato, apple, potato, potato. Yeah. uh, here's a little for your Google Big Brother. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Let's see. You're considering buying the G29, but it's so expensive. And if I quit after, it's a waste of money, in my opinion. Depends on. Do you play any other games like American Truck Simulator, for example, or Euro Truck Simulator 2? Because obviously, some wheels are compatible with multiple games. So obviously, if you just quit playing one game and you still play another, you could technically carry on using the wheel. Um, so there is that benefit as well. I know there's the Jorge wheel, which obviously Giants has worked alongside the producers of them for making that the most compatible wheel for Farm Sim. Um, yeah, from what I understand, okay, it's going to be great for Farming Simulator itself, but completely pants for every other game. So, yeah. I'm not sure I would really want to spend, what, £500, because obviously I'm in the UK. I don't know if I'd want to spend that much money just on a wheel that's going to work with one particular game. I would rather spend maybe a little bit more or even a bit less, go with something like a Logitech or a Thrustmaster and have it compatible with multiple games that I play. So you got kind of got to think that way around as well. So that's another game I haven't played as well. It was American Truck Simulator in a while. Too many games. There really is too many games and not enough time. And I've still not even loaded up Euro Truck Simulator 2 yet. You think being over on this side of the pond, it'd be the main one I'd go for? Nope. Oh yeah, it's craziness, crazy, crazy, crazy. Right. Actually, as it's a little bit loud there. There we go. There we go. So you are done. So you can now go to probably back to the swamp farm actually. I have no idea where the heck they are. Would it be under main farm? Swamp farm area. There it is. There we go. Let's find this last one. You were there. Tractor's just driving off. Excuse me. You gonna come back and unload me? Oh yeah. Or should I just jump over there and do it myself? Hello, hello. Ooh. Let's do away with that. There we go. Ooh, that's a point. Did that? We'll have to see. Um, you bought your truck too, but it's not worth playing without a wheel. Yeah, but yeah, yeah. If you are going to get a wheel, I would recommend looking at what it could be used with, and then decide which wheel you want to go for, because they are very expensive. And obviously, if you break it or something, it could get quite expensive to get it fixed or replaced. So yeah, or even just stick with a controller. Um, excuse me? This dude is having a funny 5 minutes. He really is. Excuse me, you're like miles away from the combine, dude. G920, the 920 is compatible with FS. Yes, it is. I believe that was the one that Dajnet was using before he got his Thrustmaster, the G29. So, yep, that is compatible. Actually, I could see. I don't know if any of the files state it. Let's see something a minute. FS22. Where would it be? FS22 there. Devices? Yeah, there we go. Now, I wouldn't recommend just anybody do this, but in the same areas where your save games are located, so right in here, so I've got these two folders for input devices. Obviously, these actually show all the different wheels and side panels that you can actually use with Farming Simulator 22. Obviously, let's go through. So we've got the Xbox One wired controller, should be compatible. The Logitech wise, we have quite a variety actually. Now, some of these may or may not work key binding wise, but you never know. Mine seems to be quite fine, but you can go through, reconfigure a lot of them. So you've got the G27. What's quite interesting is mine isn't on here. So there is that. So not obviously this was, I suppose, when it was officially released. These were the ones that were compatible. Oh, there we go. The G920. There you go. So yeah, the Logitech G920 is definitely there. Obviously, driving force, racing wheel, USB. So yeah, it is compatible. 920. There we go. There's my one. So it is. I can definitely tell that mine is compatible and should work. The only thing you may find is the force feedback doesn't always work with particular wheels. I don't really get too much, as it were. But controller-wise, you can use a PS4 controller, PS5 controllers, obviously your Xbox controller there. So there's a whole array of different things that could work in here. And the only thing I'm not seeing, oh yeah, there's the array. I'm just kind of curious. So we'll open that up. So obviously this is the new steering wheel, seemingly. And obviously gamepad, wheel, joystick, farming wheel, and side panel unit. So yeah, there you go. Everything is right there set up, so you just plug and go, really. The only thing you need to do is go through and set up your dead zones and such, so yeah. And, oh, hello Mr. Dave, how you doing, sir?
Well, I'm doing all right. How are you? Is this working?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, we hear you.
it's weird. Yeah, usually I hear myself too, though. I didn't
Ah,
for a minute. I had a
buggered.
button turned down.
There we go.
I'm doing good. How's Billy today?
Yes, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Obviously got the fact sheets out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know if you've been watching of late. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me go to
I've been
my.
watching since I've been watching since Darius was streaming. I've been
Okay.
busy trying to put my fact sheet stuff together and everything else.
Yeah. So obviously, yeah.
I
Obviously.
know all about it.
Mmm.
I've done
Yes. What are
research.
they? You've done research, have you? Okay. Oh,
I've
stick
done
around, stick around,
research.
stick around. We shall see what Mr. Dave comes up with, hey? Mmm.
I've
Will
done
we
my
get answers or not?
research. I've done some. That's what I've been doing all morning, to be honest.
Okay.
trying to find,
Yeah.
trying to do research. So we'll see what. There's no inconclusive is my,
Okay.
but I'd love to get what other people's thoughts are. So we'll
Mmm.
see what happens.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Can I cut through there? I can't remember if there's a fence down the bottom here or not. Oh well, let's try and find out. If there is, I may have to delete a fence or two. Da, 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 da. Yes, there is. Darn it. Stop, 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 stop. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Dave's point of view of all of this that's been released. There we go. How do you get the truck to empty the harvester? Mine just sits there on a bump on a log with courseplay. So I don't know. Well, what I tend to do is obviously I'll set the combine up with courseplay first of all on the field. Now always remember if you're using auto drive is to make sure that it's selected the field that is on. And then what I'm just doing is with whatever's unloading it, I'm setting it up on the combine mode for unloading. Obviously you set the field on the first one and then the destination on the second. So whenever the harvester needs to be unloaded, the auto drive tractor or truck will actually go through, unload it each time it's needed. Obviously once it gets filled, it'll then come off the field, drive to the sell point, unload, and then go all the way back. So yeah, that's how I've got it all set up. There is a way seemingly to set this up through Courseplay as well. I'm guessing it's just to select a particular combine, maybe. I have no idea. I've never really tried it, to be honest, down here. X-Man would probably be the best person to ask for that one. But yeah, that is literally how easy I'm doing mine. And apart from one truck, I haven't had any huge issues with it that way. So the only issues I had was obviously the trailer had multiple parts to it. It was a pace setter. It didn't really like the two separate um, compartments for unloading into the sell point. It actually filled up using the auto drive both compartments, which I was quite shocked at. But it did work. But it was just the unloading. It just didn't like it at all. So yeah, single compartments are great when doing contracts and field work. If you're going to do, say, moving stuff to a factory yourself, then that's where like the pace setters and your distinction super bees do come in handy. But yeah, it's tricky, that is for sure. It really is tricky, Farmer Marks. Obviously, you got to go through. You got to add your auto drive routes. You actually could possibly use the textures as well, but yeah, having your auto drive routes there set up would enable Courseplay to find a faster route, I guess. So yeah, Giant's implementation of wheels are not that good, as Billy said. Force feedback will probably not work. SCS implementations for ETS2 and ATS is much better. I have the Logitech 920 PC version and use it with great enjoyment for ETS ATS 4,000 hours and FS 1922 500,000 hours. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Ghost. Same here, same here. To be honest, I haven't got a clue how many hours I've done now in 22. I had it for 19, I've had it for 22. Obviously, I've used it both times, and yep, still enjoy it. Every now and again, I will just go back to using the keyboard and mouse, but primarily the wheel. Um, but yeah, I've used it in ATS as well from time to time. Still trying to get used to it on ETS because obviously when I first started playing a American Truck Simulator, I was using keyboard and mouse. Crashed a lot. That's why I ended up after about 50 hours. Um, I stopped playing ATS for quite some time, and it's only recently that I've actually started doing more and more over there. Um, yeah, but it is a lot easier, and having that force feedback in American Truck Simulator is great. I love it. It would be nice if Giants could implement something a little bit better in Farm Sim with that. There we go. But yeah, eventually I would love to have like joysticks as well, like I said the other day. Maybe even like a little side panel or something, I have no idea. Something that will go with my current wheel. So yeah, but yeah, it does get very expensive, these things do. I think it was T Miller mentioned you wanted. I was looking at getting like the is it a heavy equipment bundle. So, yeah, go for it. Why the heck not? But yeah, there's loads of different wheels, and yeah, how you doing there, Potsy? By the way, welcome in. I've now had a problem with multiple tanks. With a semi-trailer and auto-drive, just needs the trigger to be detected earlier. Okay. Actually, what it is, obviously, a lot of the trailers I've used when I'm setting them up are being quite smallish ones. Oops. So it may just need to be adjusted. So yeah. Also, thank you very much, Mr. Jers, for the lurk. So yeah. But yeah, it's always the belly dumps I have the issues with. I've had it with the pace setters. I've had it with the Distinction Super Bs. Anything that has a belly dump, basically, or multiple belly dump, I should say, is the best way. I've always had issues with the unloading side of things. It only seems to do one and not always the other, so it's a pain. But yeah, actually I was quite surprised that it even worked this time around to unload the combine into both hoppers.
I've
It
never
did it.
been a fan of the belly dump stuff.
Oh, I love them. I really do. I do love them if I'm doing it myself. That's the thing. But yeah, I know there was somebody actually after oh, what was it? My video went live on Monday. They messaged me Wednesday. Um, a couple of things they've figured out actually. They've been watching obviously catching up on some of my last streams. One, they've actually come up with a way of using auto drive to harvest the orchards, which is something I might try. I mentioned something about obviously you got to set up the routes first of all. You need to keep an eye on the auto drive while it's harvesting. So obviously once it gets full, you need to have it come off, unload, and then come back on and carry on. So I'm not sure exactly on how all that works, but I've got an idea. If not, I was thinking actually you could set that up. Use follow me, because that's one thing I don't know is will auto drive actually keep the trailer active while it's harvested? Now that part I don't know. But the second option was obviously setting the routes up, use auto drive, set up at maybe 5 miles per hour, and then using a follow me to then harvest and have it sent to a particular spot where it could then be taken away, unloaded, and then brought back. That is an option as well. Or just do it
Less than 2
manually.
minutes.
Okay. But yeah. How's Mr. Wheels doing? Right, let me get this stopped there. Also, we do need to get over to Mr. Dashnet before we go too far. Unlike last week, which we kind of went over just a tiny little bit because of somebody asking about Lime, I think it was. Let me bring up his stream. He is there. But yeah, huge thank you to everyone, by the way, for coming out. Obviously, if you do want to support me and make me a Giants bronze partner, it'd be great. Obviously, it's Alpaca with the Giants only version of Farm Sim 25 if you're still not sure about it. But yeah, choose that partner code when you're checking out, and that would be much appreciated. I've got about, what, 2 months before 25 comes out. Let me go over to the ending screen just quickly, and I'll get this raid going. But yeah, it'd be nice to get to that bronze level. But yeah, you're very welcome, guys. Much appreciated. But yeah, we're going over to see the map creator of Canyon Crossing, Mr. Dashnet himself, who is in chat with us. And obviously, we'll probably start off with
Yeah,
FactSheets, thinking about it. But I'll be back
probably.
again Monday. So have a great one, guys, and I'll see you again really soon. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.